that was all happening, and then around that time, and I don't chronologically, I'm not totally certain what happened, but Gary Tully had come up with some money to go to the United States from his company Chubb, and so I was the manager. John Keyes and his wife came. John Keyes was a guard, motorcycle cop, who set up he was doing baseball. He was involved in the Irish Baseball Softball Association, but he sold baseball equipment as a side hustle. And so he came, and we took, I think they were about 11 to 14-year-olds, and we took them to the United States, and we went to Shea Stadium. It was fantastic. The Mets were fantastic. The kids' names were all put on the board. It was fantastic. They were guests of honor there. And Gary organized. We met Rudy Giuliani. So we were in. It's funny. We were in City Hall, and so I'm the manager of the team or whatever. So I'm the dude, and I go to meet Rudy Giuliani, and of course loads of camera crew follow Rudy Giuliani everywhere, and so I'm there on the steps of the hall, and all that is going down, and I'm talking to Giuliani, and all the cameras are on, and all I can remember is me looking at Rudy Giuliani and him looking at the cameras, and afterwards I thought, typical politician, all they do is look at the cameras, and then someone showed me a photograph later. And it's Rudy Giuliani looking intently at me and me looking at the cameras. So, so it was great. It was great. We met, and before we went over, we met Jean Kennedy Smith, the ambassador, who was fantastic. She was really, really fantastic with the kids. And in fact, Giuliani was fantastic with the kids. And he got one of the kids to go down the end of the hall, and they were pitching balls back and forward, and it was just fantastic. It was great. And then we went. It was a fantastic trip. We played in Breezy Point, which is on the edge of Long Island, I think. Anyway, we went to Breezy Point, which is where we were staying, which is where Gary has a house. And then we played in the Rockville Center, and we also went to Cooperstown. And what we discovered was that we were okay in Breezy Point. Rockville Center were fantastic. They murdered us. Exactly. They didn't murder us. They could have murdered us. They subbed everybody out, and but right. They really could play. Beautiful field, lovely town. They went to Cooperstown, and they were terrible. they were just like the worst baseball team imaginable. But it was fantastic. They were great hosts, and it's upstate New York. It looked like Ireland, and it was just fantastic. I can't remember where we stayed, but it was fantastic. Anyway, it was so fantastic. And then we ended up, the Coast Guard took us around. We went around on a Coast Guard. John Keyes and I got a helicopter trip of New York by NYPD, which was unreal. It was like a 1.5 hour trip up Manhattan, in just me and him in the back of the helicopter. Where do you want to go, guys? It was anyway, that's a whole other story.